Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan presenting next video on the topic methods to find particular integral, case number 5th, when function phi of x is in the form of e raised to x into v, capital V, where that v is any function of x. Then a particular integral is obtained by that inverse operator technique. It is 1 upon f of d operated on e raised to x into v. Rule is that we have to replace d by d plus a, where a is the coefficient of that x in the term of e raised to x. Then while writing the next step, we take this e raised to x before that operator, and therefore it is e raised to x 1 upon replacing d by d plus a, we get f of d plus a, and which we have to operate on v, where v is any function of x, maybe in the form of sine or cos, or sine hyperbolic or cos hyperbolic, or in the form of x raised to m. Then let us try to solve some examples. Example number 1, solve d square minus 4d plus 4 into y is equals to e raised to 2x into cos 2x. Here the given differential equation is of order 2 with y as a dependent variable and x as independent variable, and the term on the right hand side is in the form of e raised to x into v. Here that capital V is cos 2x, and therefore to find CF, first we write down the auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is d square minus 4d plus 4, equating it to 0. Finding the factors of this. This term is the perfect square of, it is perfect square of d minus 2. Equating each to 0, we get d is equals to 2 and d is equals to 2. Real and repeated. Case second, for CF, and as the roots are real and repeated, a way to write down CF is C1 plus C2x e raised to 2x as equation number 1. Then we find PI part, second part of the solution. It is by inverse operator technique. 1 upon f of d, here it is d square minus 4d plus 4, which we have to operate on that term. Term is e raised to 2x into cos of 2x. And as it is in the form of e raised to x into v, we replace d by d plus a. It is d plus 2. A is here 2, and therefore d is replaced by d plus 2. We get, and therefore it is equals to, taking this e raised to 2x before that operator, 1 upon every d is replaced by d plus 2, and therefore we get here d plus 2 bracket square minus 4 times d plus 2 and plus 4, which we have to operate on v, and v is here cos of 2x. This is the way, or the rule by which we can find the PI, and therefore simplifying it, it is expanding this bracket, we get d square plus 4d plus 4 minus 4d plus 4, this is minus 8 and plus 4, which we have to operate on cos 2x. And therefore we get e raised to 2x 1 upon plus 4d minus 4d get cancelled. 8 minus 8 get cancelled. We have only d square remains, which we have to operate on cos of 2x. E raised to 2x 1 upon d square operated on cos 2x, and then applying that technique of finding pi for cos ax plus b type of term, where we have to replace d square by minus a square minus a is here 2 square is 4. Therefore, replace d square by minus 4. We get e raised to 2x 1 upon d square replaced by minus 4 into cos of 2x. We call as equation 2, and this is the pi. And then if we combine CF and pi, we get the complete solution. And therefore, complete solution is CF equation 1 plus pi equation 2. And complete solution always for the dependent variable. Here dependent variable is y. CF is C1 plus C2x. Y is equals to C1 plus C2x into e raised to 2x CF plus pi. Pi is minus e raised to 2x by 4 into cos of 2x as the required solution. Of that given differential equation. Second example, solve d square minus 4 into y is equals to e raised to 3x into x square. Given differential equation is of order 2. It is linear with y as a dependent variable and x as independent variable. The term on the right hand side is in the form of e raised to x into v type, where v is x square, and therefore applying this technique, auxiliary equation is d square minus 4 equating it to 0. It gives you d square is equals to 4. Taking square root on both sides, we get d is equals to plus minus 2. Roots are real and different. Roots are real and different or distinct. And as the roots are real and different, we write down that CF as it is C1 e raised to minus 2x plus C2 e raised to 2x as equation 1. Then pi part, it is by inverse operator technique, 1 upon f of d, here it is d square minus 4, which we have to operate on e raised to 3x into x square, applying the rule or the technique of finding the pi for this case. D replaced by d plus a is here 3, and therefore d is replaced by d plus 3, and therefore it is equals to e raised to 3x 1 upon d replaced by d plus 3 minus 4, which we have to operate on x square, and therefore it is e raised to 3x 1 upon expanding this bracket, we get d square plus 3 to the 6d plus 9 minus 4 operated on x square, and therefore it is e raised to 3x 1 upon, simplifying it, we get d square plus 6d, 9 minus 4 we get plus 5, operated on x square. And then as this operator is operated on xs to m type of term, applying the technique of finding pi for that case, where we have to take the lowest degree term as a common term, and therefore it is e raised to 3x 1 upon degree of first is 2, degree of second term is 1, and degree of last term is 5, and therefore taking 5 as a common from all the terms and writing the term from right to left direction. If we take 5 common from 5, we get 1. Next, 6 by 5 times d and plus d square by 5. Which we have to operate on x square. And then transferring this term to numerator, we get e raised to 3x by 5, 1 plus 6 by 5 d plus d square by 5, the bracket raised to minus 1, operated on x square. Then expanding by binomial theorem. Expanding by binomial theorem. Up to terms containing d raised to m, m is here 2, means we consider the terms up to d square, neglecting d cube and higher order terms, we get, and here we have to apply that binomial theorem, 1 plus capital X raised to minus 1 as 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube, and so on. Terms alternative positive negative. Here that capital X is this term 6 by 5d plus d square by 5, and therefore pi is equals to e raised to 3x divided by 5, expanding this bracket by this binomial theorem result. First term is 1 minus x, x is here 6 by 5d plus d square by 5, then square of it is 6 by 5 d plus d square by 5, bracket is to 2, minus next one is the cube of this, and if you take the cube of this term, every term is with degree 2, 3 or more than 3, therefore we neglect it. I will write down dash so on, and operated on x square, and therefore it is equals to e raised to 3x by 5 as it is. Any number raised to 1 we get the same number, therefore the expansion of this term is, we keep that term as it is, minus 6 by 5d minus d square by 5, then expanding this bracket by a plus b whole square. Terms are a square plus twice ab plus b square. A square means it is 36 by 25 d square. Twice ab, it becomes d cube. Therefore we have to neglect that term. B square, square of d square, it is d raised to 4. Therefore neglecting that term also, means taking only first term from this expansion, and plus so on, operated on x square, and therefore it is e raised to 3x by 5. Simplifying it, 1 minus 6 by 5 times d. We can take d square common. Here it is 36 by 25 minus 1 by 5, and so on. we have to operate on x square, and then finding the LCM, we get e raised to 3x by 5 as it is, 1 minus 6 by 5 times d as it is, plus the LCM of 5 and 25 is 25. 25 divided by 25 we get 1. 1 into 36 we get 36. 5 is that 25, and that 5 into 1 we get 5. Therefore it is 36 minus 5 divided by 25 d square operated on x square, and therefore we get it is e raised to 3x by 5, multiplying and operating term by term. 1 into that x square we get x square, minus 6 by 5 d of x square. D stands for derivative with respect to x. Therefore derivative of that x square with respect to x is 2x, plus 36 minus 5 we get 31 by 25, and d square of x square, second derivative of x square is 2, means next derivative that 2x. We stop here, and then simplifying it we get that pi as 5 in bracket multiplied by x square minus 12x by 5 times x plus 62 by 25. We call this as equation 2, and then taking the combination of CF and PI. Therefore we get complete solution as CF plus PI. Here CF is C1 e raised to minus 2x plus C2 e raised to 2x, equation number 1, plus PI. PI is e raised to 3x by 5 multiplied by x square minus 12 by 5 times x and plus 62 by 25 as the required solution. As a required solution of that given differential equation. Third example, solve differential equation d square plus 2d plus 2 into y is equals to e raised to minus x into sin x. Given differential equation is of order 2 with y as a dependent variable and x as independent variable. Capital D stands for d by dx operator. Finding the solution by obtaining CF and PI. For CF, auxiliary equation is d square plus 2d plus 2 is equals to 0. We are not able to find the real factors of that 2. Therefore, applying the formula minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we get here the value of b is 2, therefore minus 2 plus minus root of b square 2 square 4 minus 4 times ac, a is 1, coefficient of d square, and c 2, and whole divided by 2, we get minus 2 plus minus root of 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8 is minus 4 and divided by 2, and therefore it is equals to dividing by it is minus 2 plus minus root of 4 is 2 and root of minus 1 is I, and divided by 2, and then taking separate division we get the value of d as minus 1 plus minus 2 to get cancelled, we get I, and the roots are imaginary in the form of alpha plus minus I beta. Therefore, we get alpha equals to a real part as -1, imaginary part beta as coefficient of I 1. And then CF is given by, it is e raised to alpha x C1 cos of beta x plus C2 sin of beta x, and therefore it is alpha is -1 here, therefore it is e raised to minus x C1 cos of beta x, the value of beta is 1, therefore it is cos of x plus C2 sin of beta x sin of x, equation 1. Okay. Then we find Pi. Pi is given by inverse operator technique. 1 upon f of d. Here f of d is d square plus 2d plus 2, which we have to operate on e raised to minus x into sin x. And using the technique of the rule, d replaced by d plus a is here -1, and therefore d replaced by d minus 1. And while replacing it, we have to take this before the operator. Therefore, e raised to minus x we take before the operator, 1 upon, replacing d by d minus 1 throughout. Therefore, it becomes d minus 1 bracket square plus 2 into d minus 1 and plus 2. Operated on v is here sin x, and therefore it is e raised to minus x 1 upon, expanding it, simplifying it, it is d square minus 2d plus 1 plus 2d minus 2 and plus 2, operated on sin x. Simplifying it, we get e raised to minus x 1 upon d square minus 2d plus 2d get cancelled. 3 minus 2 we get plus 1, replace into sin x or operated on, and then applying the technique of finding Pi for sin ax plus beta f of term, where the rule is we have to replace d square by minus a square. It is minus, a is 1, 1 square is 1. Therefore, replacing d square by minus 1, we get e raised to minus x 1 upon minus 1 plus 1 into sin x. It becomes 0, means case fail. And as case fail, we go to the next step as e raised to minus x we keep as it is. It is x into, differentiating this term with respect to d, its derivative is 2d which we have to operate on sin x, and therefore it is e raised to minus x into x by 2. 1 by d means the integration of sin x with respect to x, and therefore it is equals to e raised to minus x by 2, and integration of sin x is minus cos x, and we call this equation number 2 as Pi. Then if we combine CF and Pi, we are able to get the required solution. And therefore complete solution is CF plus Pi. Complete solution is always for dependent variable y is equals to CF is e raised to minus x multiplied by C1 cos x plus C2 sin of x and pi is minus e raised to minus x into x cos x by 2 as the required solution. Therefore, with the help of these three different examples, I try to explain how we can obtain the particular integral when the function is in the form of e raised to x into v. In my next video, I will discuss the sixth case when function phi of x is in the form of x into capital V. Again, v is any function of x. Therefore, if you are watching my videos, please like and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel to get new updates or new videos. Thank you. Thank you very much.